So, I kind of just wanted to take a minute and talk about why I love doing what I do. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and as always, I am Andrew, and today guys, I've just got a general discussion video. But before we get into that, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel grow. And you can check that description box down below for information about my Patreon if you want to help support what I do here. And guys, this is kind of just a general discussion video, like I said earlier, about why I review books, why I read so much, why I do what I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've all got our origin story on why we decided to first upload to YouTube or post a review on Goodreads, Amazon, Storygraph, wherever you do your book reviewing on dedicated website, what have you. And yeah, for me, it was just kind of, I wanted to be a part of the community, I wanted to interact, I wanted to kind of make this bookish thing that we do social. And I think I've succeeded in that. And so it's kind of time to kind of pay attention to, why am I still doing this? Do I do it for the authors? Do I do it for the readers? Do I do it for me? And I think the answer lies somewhere in the middle of all three. Because I do it for the authors to promote, stories that may be flying under the radar. I like to promote indie books. Or backlist fantasy books, or books that people may not have heard of, or don't get quite the attention that they used to when they first released, after they have first released. And so, from the author aspect, I really love reviewing books, and kind of just motivating authors to kind of build up an audience so that they can continue generating these stories that we love. And then from the reader's aspect, kind of the same deal, except with just a little bit of a twist. I kind of review books and I recommend books because I want people to feel the same that I do about reading. I want them to have the same experiences that I have. I want them to go on the same journeys and adventures and be able to have discussions about these characters and these worlds and these magic systems and these themes. That's why I do it for the readers, is because we have a mutual love of reading. And then for myself, I do it because I like to explore stories. One of my favorite quotes, and I don't know who's the quote from, I don't even know the exact wording of the quote, but basically it's, we've only got one life to live, but a reader can live 1,000 lives. Somewhere along in that kind of saying. And for me, it's very true, because when I start reading a book, I get immersed. Like, I tune everything out, everything else becomes white noise. I am reading this book, I am with these characters on the adventure, and I'm having a great time. I get to explore strange new worlds, to borrow a line from Star Trek. I get to be able to use magic. I mean, I call myself Andrew's Wizardly Reads. Obviously, I have an affinity for magic, and I wish I could do magic and be a wizard. And so I kind of like going on these magical adventures and these fantastic journeys. And then when I get to come and make a video talking about my favorite books, or a book review, or a book haul, I get to share that passion, that love, and that joy that I am having with you. And that means a lot to me, which is why I think we're now 3 years? What, am I class of 2020 or 2021? I think I'm class of 2021. I just barely missed the class of legends, according to Jimmy from the Fantasy Network. But yeah, I mean, so I guess 2 years I've been doing this now, if it's 2023. And yeah, it kind of keeps me uploading, is because, like, lately I've gotten into doing shorts. Shorts are a fun way to drop little kernels of, like, just knowledge of, like, what's a DNF, what's an NFN, why do people do these things, why do I prefer mood reading over structured reading, how is my reading shift, like, and I can do that really quickly via the shorts. And so I do a lot of shorts here on the channel, and they're very fun, and especially because I can drop a top 3 real quick. I can do rapid fire recommendations, and I like that short form content because, I do all of my reviews off the cuff. It's all, I have no script, I have no bullet points. I have no talking points. This is all just what's rattling around in my brain whenever I turn on the camera. And so that kind of creates my own little specific style and brand of reviewing that I'm known for being hyperactive and energetic and blah! Like, you know, like I'm that guy on the booktube scene of you can just expect me to go blah, 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 and a book review comes out. And I don't think I've quite mastered it to the level of Brian Lee Durfee, but I'm working on it. He does a video a day, so I mean I can't keep up with that. I got 2 kids. But yeah, no, I think I just do this because I like interacting with you guys in the comment section. I like sharing my love of reading. I like getting recommended books. I like seeing beautiful special editions that I want to get my hands on and get in my collection and on my shelves. I've just recently started backing so many Kickstarters because there are so many beautiful editions coming out of Kickstarter. If you're not paying attention to Kickstarter, you absolutely should be. And yeah, I love this community and this social aspect. It's why I am part of the Wizardly Duo Discord with Nico. We co-run that Discord, and there's a lot of great conversation. I get to talk to my patrons there. I get to talk to my friends there. I have various Discord chats where I can participate in buddy reads and do all these fantastic things. I absolutely love the BookTube community. I love Book Twitter. Whether or not Twitter's still around in a year, who knows, but for right now I get to interact with authors, which is something that I never thought I would really be able to do. And that's kind of like how it's changed on BookTube is, you know, if I wanted to interact with an author, I had to get online, find wherever they were coming close to the store, and drive there, wait in line. And now all of a sudden through BookTube, I get offered review copies, which is incredibly flattering, where I get to read and, recommend a book from an author. I can then DM authors on Discord and Twitter. And it's fascinating, it's humbling, it's exciting because, like, to me, authors are rock stars. They're my rock stars. I don't really listen to a lot of music anymore. Instead, I would rather talk with an author or another book reviewer, which is kind of how I spend my days. I'm either reading, spending time with my kids or my family, or I'm talking on Discord and stuff like that. So I really love the community aspect of BookTube and just book reviewing. So I absolutely love just interacting with you all, and so I think that's why I still do this. Yes, I do it for myself, for different reasons than when I first started out. Obviously, when I first started out, it was just kind of a roll the dice and let's see what happens. But now, at this point, like, there's so many people I talk to in the comment section. I let you guys help me pick out what I'm going to read next. I show you my irresponsible book hauls. I get to talk to authors. I get to, support authors. I get to recommend books to readers. It's all just fantastic to me, and I really enjoy this experience. At this point, I think I've, rambled enough at you. That's why I do what I do, and that's really all I've got for you. Let me know in the comments down below, why do you watch BookTube? Why do you recommend books to people? Do you do it for the social aspect? Do you do it to kind of talk to the rock star authors? Or do you follow specific booktubers? Let's just talk about reading in the comment section. But as always, guys, till next time, peace out, stay magical, bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons.